Hello? 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 Hey all. So what sparked this video is I made a video recently on eBay and selling on eBay my thoughts. Granted, I've been looking at my videos. Okay, I get it. I drone on a little bit. They're long. You guys listening to me, if you haven't, should try being on YouTube. It's crazy. It is tough. So I drone on a little bit when I make these videos, but I definitely wanted to do a follow-up here. I had my one subscriber because I'm a nobody. And I did that video on eBay and the one subscriber's gone. So I figured I'd make a video. This is about customer relations in the world and just dealing with people, right? First note, I do these YouTube videos for my own reason. And by the way, do you guys like the shirt? My brother got me this for my birthday. I do these videos for my own reason. And I would say 100% of you out there won't guess what it is. I mean, yes, I'm giving information out to the public, right? I'm sharing my name. Unlimited cards. This is rich. And there's yet another reason why I do this. The biggest of all reasons that I've thought about for years. And here I am. I don't know. Maybe one day I make it to 100 subscribers and I share it with you guys. Maybe 1,000. I don't know. Do I really think I'm going to make it over 1,000? I am a nobody, right? But I watched this happen where as someone on YouTube, I can make a YouTube video about whatever I want. Now, some of you may like it, some of you may not. But I made a video, someone subscribed, next video, they unsubscribe. And this is kind of what I want to talk about is just how the world is trending, right? And it reflects on how we have customer relations or how we work with people online. And this is about eBay selling, but I think that this can be applicable to other different forms of environments and things like that. As a seller, like if you're choosing to sell, you probably need like some form of level of empathy and just like a feeling of, hey, at some point it would be great to be successful, because if it's not, if it's wasted time. And so you need to have some form of level of like communication or empathy, being able to talk to people. You know, I've been paying attention to the world quite a bit in the past number of years, especially since 2020, and just how we're trending, how we're moving forward, what the differences are. And I don't know, I'll ask you guys, what do you guys think? What do you think is like the greatest skill you could have out there? Is it being a rocket scientist? Is it being an animal lover? Is it being a tax accountant? No. I truly think and truly believe that the greatest thing that you can learn and know for the future times ahead is communication. Straight up. It leads into like deal making. It leads into just crisis control. These are skills that I've learned, like working in therapy, working with customers. You don't just go barreling around as a seller, hurting people, expecting to actually get business. I was a buyer of cards for a number of years. I would play. I would, go to the LGS, bring the commander deck, and I would play. And so I would have to buy cards. The easiest place to do it is online, unless you want to spend all that time to go to the LGS, which is worth it. And you get relationships and you get to talk to people, you see friends, things like that. But if you're like constrained to your home, you buy online. And there are times where I buy from sellers who will literally, like, it takes them 2 weeks to send me the cards. Like, what are you doing? And if you have a life event, I understand maybe you're only like a solo person, you can't handle it. If you're in the hospital, you're not talking to people, right? But like they'll get sent 2 weeks later, with no message, no communication, right? Communication is key. If you make a mistake, if you're lagging in time, right? This is part of customer relations. The second thing is also how you respond to problems. Right. And the reason why I brought up this subscriber, and we're not naming names, it's somebody out there. I don't know who they are. If I have subscribers or if I don't, like I said, there's a reason why I'm doing this that 100%, if not, maybe 98% of you will never figure out. If I have a problem with someone, and the reason why I brought up that subscriber is people are quick to change their mind. People are on edge, right? And if they get what they want, they're in, right? So that's part of business, is making sure people are in, right? But if they don't get what they want, they're out real quick. And so if someone reaches out to you with a problem, it can be scary sometimes. You need to respond, though. You need to be part of it. Go through it. Go into the fear and resolve it the best you can. And if it didn't work that way, if someone didn't like what you had to offer them, at least you tried. And it's a learning moment. Hot tip for you guys too. Taking a crisis control course is helpful too. Anyways, there are different skills like empathy, like what you say, like how you put your body, that will help. People are on edge. There are some people, and if they have some unreasonable time, there are people out there that if they bring up a problem to me and I'm not answering to them in 20 minutes, they might give me negative feedback. In that case, it wasn't me. That's on you. As a buyer too, have a little bit of empathy. Know that the seller might be, busy or something. Give them a couple days. I try and answer within a day. I ship within a day. That's because I can handle it. If it becomes unmanageable, it'll be longer. But I can handle it, so why not do it? I don't understand this like long ship time. I don't understand the long response time. Like, I'm telling you, this environment has the most concentration of people who are just stressed, who have problems in their lives. I don't know. Is it a younger population? I don't think it's fully younger. I think there's a lot of younger people, and so you're figuring stuff out, and you're figuring stuff out. I was young once too, but like it becomes like this battleground, this warfare. Truly, if you want to be a seller, let it go. If you're feeling an over amount of stress, maybe this is not what you should be doing. And this doesn't go for just like eBay. This is anywhere. I mean, stress is part of it. But if it's too much and it gets you acting like something that you don't desire, do something else. There are going to be problems. People are going to want what they want. And in the end, you got to be empathetic, especially if I'm having some hard day and someone reaches out to me and says, hey, I got this issue. It's up to me to handle it the best I can. And I'm not going to make everyone happy. I still love it, even with the problems. All I'm saying is you got to try. You got to try. This is your wake-up call. You got to wake up every single day, get punched in the face, and keep moving forward. For those of you still there, if someone reaches out to me with a problem on eBay, I first start off by my generic sentence of hello and thank you for reaching out. And I don't just write that because I think it's a feel good. Truly, I am truly appreciative of that person reaching out. Because the world lacks communication. We just got jammed together on the internet, fueled by 2020 or, all this stuff of just, let's figure it out and find it out. And really, communication is what's going to get you there. To help people know that, number one, you care to a certain level. And I truly do. And I'm appreciative of communication with all the anxiety and the depression and people holding things in and, shame that comes out of just bringing something up that's hard. If you have an issue as a buyer, reach out. Handle it as professionally as you can. You have just as much of a responsibility as a seller. And as a seller, you have even more responsibility than the buyer. To handle the communication well, just be nice. We don't have to kumbaya love everybody. But ultimately, you enter a more successful place if you try. Regardless of whether this person likes it or this person doesn't. It doesn't matter. Just try. You have one life. Maybe some of you believe you have more after this. Sure, that's valid. But this right now is your one life, whether you have another one or not after this. It's not worth living in misery. Customer relations are probably the most important part of this business. And I truly mean when I say hello and thank you for reaching out. I share perspective and information. If it gets too much, maybe my answers are shorter. But you just won't not hear from me because everybody matters, no matter who you are. Enjoy your day.